When I took the first step, it wasn't just a road ahead of me. There was an ocean of self-doubt. Waves that crashed over me, taking my breath away before I had even completed the first kilometer. Doubts higher than any mountain I had ever climbed. I remember exactly how I stood there at the beginning of my journey with nothing but a vision that seemed far too big for someone like me. And I asked myself, who do you think you are? This thought was like a stubborn stone in my shoe. No matter how many times I tried to shake it off, it remained. And yet I kept walking. Perhaps out of defiance. Maybe because I wanted to feel what my doubts felt like as I ran away from them step by step. But the truth is, I always carried them with me. They were in my head, like a choir constantly singing, "You will fail, you are not enough." These doubts and phrases like this are what make depressed people even smaller and give those affected by suicidal tendencies the rest. "You are not enough" is often a death sentence. Today, almost 8 years later to be exact, a lot has changed. The road has shaped me. I have planted trees, met people, shared stories. I have touched lives, so they say. But sometimes when I lie in my tent in the evening alone with my thoughts, the doubts come knocking again. They whisper, "And what if it's all pointless? What if you are just fooling yourself?" It's absurd, isn't it? These doubts are still there, even though reality has long since proven the opposite. I see the faces of the people I have helped. I feel the earth beneath my feet, every step a proof of my strength. But my head is a stubborn bastard. It holds on to old stories that have long since ceased to be true and burns brightly if a single critical word is said about my actions. I think doubts are like ghosts. They only exist because we feed them, because we want to see them. But they have no body, no real support. The truth, and I have to keep telling myself this, is what I have created. These trees that now stand where there was nothing before. These conversations that have changed lives. The steps I have taken even when I thought I couldn't go on. So yes, the doubts are there, sometimes strong, sometimes quiet, but I know now that they have nothing to do with reality. They are shadows that fade when I step into the light, and every time I do, that light gets a little brighter. It's not the doubt that defines me, it's what I have done in spite of it. And maybe I think we need doubt to some extent, not to make us small, but to remind us that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is to act in spite of fear. And I have acted, I still do, every day, step by step.